Utah just passed a law to protect kids from YouTuber parents. Specifically, not just from abusive parents generally, but specifically from parents who would exploit their kids to put them on YouTube and other social media platforms to get clicks. So the new law says that online creators who make more than $150,000 a year from the content that they make that features children will be required to set aside 15% of those earnings into a trust fund that the kids can then access when they turn 18. Now, this is just the latest iteration of laws and efforts to protect child actors. I remember the 90s, this was a big story. These poor child actors who were dragged from audition to audition, from job to job by their parents, kids who were often abused by directors and producers and casting directors. They would make all this money and their families would live high on the hog managing the little kids. And then by the time the kids turned 18, 22, there was no money left. Kids were just exploited, used as a cash cow, and then they usually don't end up very well. So this is the latest version of it, spurred in part because of the story of Kevin and Ruby Franke. They had a YouTube series called 8 Passengers. They would post videos with their kids up to 5 times per week. They had 2.5 million subscribers by 2020. And then Ruby Franke went completely insane and shacked up with her therapist, some other woman, and she took some of her kids with her, her younger kids. And then there was this big police bust, and the kids were found extremely malnourished, overworked, bleeding. I mean, it was really horrifying, like true horror movie level stuff. And she's the spurring on of this law to protect the kids of YouTubers. But even though Ruby Franke quite visibly abused her kids, it's important for us to remember right now, all exploitation of children for social media clout is child abuse. In some way, this law doesn't go far enough as far as I'm concerned. It's a good start. But you got to make $150,000 a year from social media that features kids. I don't know, what if you make $149,000? You got your kids working 5 days a week, making videos for you, and you're coming in just under that threshold. You don't need to set aside any money for them. Even beyond that, even if you do set aside 15% for the kids, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think we should tolerate that. I hate when I see people post pictures of their kids for social media clout. There's so much more to say. First, though, go to donewithdebt.com. There's a lot of talk about government debt, but after 4 years of inflation, the real crisis is personal debt. It is possible that you are working harder than ever and still struggling with credit card debt and overdue bills. That's why you need Done With Debt. If you are tired of feeling trapped by debt, the team at Done With Debt offers smart, effective strategies to help you pay off what you owe faster. Break free from the cycle. Keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Done With Debt does not try to sell you a loan or bankruptcy. Their tough negotiators go one-to-one with your credit card and loan companies with one goal: to drastically reduce your bills, eliminate interest, and erase penalties. Most clients end up with more money in their pocket month one, and they don't stop until they break you free from debt. Take a few minutes, visit donewithdebt.com right now, talk with one of their strategists for free. But keep in mind, some of their solutions are time sensitive, so you will need to move quickly. I've seen how debt can really mess up people's lives. Don't let it continue to mess up yours. Go to donewithdebt.com, donewithdebt.com. I know there are some people who don't have a lot of followers on Instagram, don't have a lot of friends on Facebook, and they post a picture with the kids because they think that's mostly very close friends and family who are watching this. Even that, I would say, be careful. There are creeps on the internet. What's on the internet is on the internet forever. I wouldn't post pictures of your kids even, but then I understand it. However, I also see people, and it's not just celebrities, and it's not just YouTube stars, it's not just influencers, it's people who aspire to be influencers and Instagram stars. They will post pictures with their kids or of their kids for clout. And I hate that. I hate that. And the people who do it should be ashamed of themselves and stop. And frankly, we should maybe pass laws against it. That is wrong of you to do. Your kid did not consent to become a celebrity. You have even beyond the politics of consent, which I think are overrated, frankly. You have a duty as a parent to protect your kid. Posting pictures of your kid all over the internet does not protect your kid at all. It makes your kid vulnerable. Don't do that. It's very tempting because your kids are very cute and you'll get a lot of likes. Don't do that. Resist that urge. Really dark stuff. Do not Hear me now. I forget about what Utah said. I am issuing a full fatwa. No pictures of your kids on social media for clout. Cut it out. Maybe delete social media altogether if you struggle with that. Nihil obstat. You heard it here. That was very, very good. I don't know. Because this is generic, I don't know if the story I was just talking about is good. It might have been horrific and terrible. But what I'm saying is the clip was very good. And if you want more of them, you have to ring the bell and subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. And then you'll get more of whatever it is that was.